Hi, teacher friends. Today I want to take a look at using ChatGPT to take on personas. And we can use ChatGPT to take on fictional personas, to help us create fictional personas, or to act as historical characters. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to have ChatGPT take on the persona of Ponyboy from The Outsiders. Okay, so we are going to ask ChatGPT some questions, and it is going to respond in a way that reflects Ponyboy. So this is super cool. We've never had a tool like this before. So let's ask ChatGPT, what were you thinking when Johnny died? So when you say that his death changed everything for the greasers, please elaborate as to what specifically changed. Let's see what we get. Okay, if you could turn back the clock, what might you do differently to prevent Johnny's death? So it becomes an interesting tool to extend literature, to help kids process some of the thinking, to really do a bit of a deeper dive into a character. And the ways you could use this are endless. You could have students do this kind of interrogation and then create a news interview where they're interviewing Ponyboy Curtis about the recent events and the gang violence. And you could turn it into a very modern version of same story, but you have this new tool at your disposal to really bring some of this to life. Now, just as much as we could interrogate a fictional character, we could start a new chat. Let's have it take on the persona of a historical figure. So let's go with Abraham Lincoln. Before we do this, I want to mention that, teacher, you need to know your stuff. We've talked briefly in other videos about the idea of hallucinations. And so AI, just like a human, if it doesn't know the answer to the question, it will do what we are now calling hallucinate. Basically what that means is it will make stuff up. So we are going to ask it to be Abraham Lincoln, and then we're going to ask it some questions. As the teacher, you are going to need to know if our character, ChatGPT, Abraham Lincoln, starts to hallucinate and make stuff up. You'll need to be there to guide the conversation. Yet another example of why teaching jobs are not going to be replaced with AI. We need you there to ensure that what is coming up as we do this conversation is accurate and fits the outcomes and learning in your classroom. But you can certainly have some really robust conversations around something like this. So let's see what we can do. We get some really good answers there. We get words like immersed, significance, solemnity, turning point, enshrined. It mentions the Declaration of Independence. I feel like we are off to a really great start. So let's ask it another question. Let's ask it what the most difficult decision that Lincoln had to make during his presidency was. And so that brings us over to the Emancipation Proclamation. He talks about the Civil War tearing the nation apart. So history teachers, you could use this for Napoleon, you could use this for Genghis Khan, you could use this for George Washington's, you could use it for Sir John A. Macdonald, Louis Riel. We could go over to Russia and we could have it take on the persona of Tsars or Rasputin. We could have it take on the positions of monarchy. But we can suddenly have conversations with history in ways that we were never able to before. And that makes ChatGPT, and I'll point attention again, I've used the free version of ChatGPT for this. It's a free resource that you can use to really build some incredible conversations in your classroom. And so if we can use these tools to bring a deeper level of understanding and more robust critical thinking by having it take on different personas. We've seen it used this afternoon in literature. And now we're seeing it used as a historical figure answering an interview. The possibilities are endless. So let's start using these tools. Let's start being creative. If you've got a brilliant idea for how you've used ChatGPT to enhance your classroom experience, please drop me a note in the comments or send me a private message. I would love to bring it together into another video for another day. We're all in this together. It's so exciting to get to look at these things. And I'm happy, excited, and thrilled to create more videos going forward of unique ways that teachers are using these technologies in their classrooms. I look forward to our next video.